Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, today I'm just going to do a real quick announcement video about mainly just one thing I need to let you guys know about. As you can see by the date on the screen, this is actually important because I need to let you guys know this about this, and it has to do with this date, or at least these few dates right here. As you can see, it is almost Halloween. It is, I believe, Wednesday. God, why? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's Wednesday, October 30th, 2019. As you see by the clock on the screen, it's actually 8:32 in the morning. Or 8:30 in the morning, basically. Now, my main announcement I gotta make for you guys is I just gotta tell you a few things. One's gonna be about the Pokemon Pearl game, and one's gonna be about PBR, or Pokemon Battle Revolution. I'm also gonna let you know something about Pokemon Masters. The thing I have to let you know about with Pokemon Masters, it's not gonna be very quick, but for a long time you probably won't see another video on that. Monks, I gotta try to figure out ways to beat the daggum battle we're in now. We're in chapter 11, and we did really good the last episode, but like now, if I keep going, it's going to be me failing over and over again. So I'm going to try to figure out some ways to win the game, even if that means I have to go ahead and start getting them overtrained, or getting the people a little bit trained up more. So I don't think we're honestly prepared for the PML, the Pokemon Masters League. That announcement actually wasn't very quick, but that's about all I had to make about that. I'm just going to let you know that for a while you won't see no videos about that. I am going to let you know about PBR real quick, and I'm going to let you know about this right now. We will get back to PBR. I'm just going to wait till I get done with Pokemon Pearl, because you guys know we are actually almost done with that game now. Well, we're on the 6th gym, going to our 7th and 8th. And I'm going to let you know, guys, I did say in the last video that we would be doing a lot of training, because, as you guys remember, I was talking about how we had to get Gibble leveled up. Well, I was super nice to y'all, and I spent the whole day and a half to 2 days getting the training done for you. Every Pokemon that I've got on my team now is exactly level 48. The level that I get Garchomp. So I've made Gibble evolve into Gibite, and then I evolved him into Garchomp. I just got him evolved like about an hour and a half ago, or 2 hours ago. So he's more recently our newest team member. And some good news is, he actually starting to really like me and trust me too. I checked the Pokemon Friendship app multiple times, and he's already got 2 hearts above his head. They ain't quite going to the big hearts yet, but he's actually starting to like me a lot. He's got 2 hearts above his head, they just haven't gotten big yet. When I finished my training and got everybody level 48, I actually flew back to Pastoria City. What we're going to do in the next episode is I'm going to go to where my Dr. Footprint is, and then get him to check my Gibite's I'm going to get that mixed up. My Garchomp's friendship towards me, since like I said, now it's 2 hearts. And then we'll fly back to Canalith City, and then try to debate what we're going to do from there. I'm still trying to debate who I'm going to teach certain TMs to. Because here's the thing, the only one on my team that can learn Flamethrower is Garchomp, so he'll most likely be learning that. But then on the same hand, I don't know what else to teach him. Right now he's got Dig, he's got, Dragon Claw, and he's got, Storm and all that. So yeah, I'm still trying to debate what I'm going to teach everybody. I'm trying to debate who I'm going to teach Brick Break. Because you guys remember, in the exploring episode, we just didn't really do any battles. We just went across the entire place we've been so far and explored everything. We got a bunch of items from doing so. Some TMs, we got some weird plates like the Splash Plate. Well, here's the thing. I can teach Floatzel Brick Break. But on the same hand, if I do that, after I give him the Dread Plate, or the Fist Plate, that way his fighting type move will get powered up. But since I found a Splash Plate, that's kind of debatable, because I gotta figure out who can learn Brick Break. And guys, you also gotta keep note that if whoever I teach Brick Break, I cannot make them forget it. If I do, I ain't never gonna get that TM back once I restart the game. So I gotta keep note that if I'm gonna teach somebody Brick Break, not to make them forget it again. That way we do not lose it. Obviously, I'll let you know that while I was doing the training session, we had a little bit of a problem with the game. Do you guys know how in part 1 of the Let's Play, I was talking about how, like, the reason I never did Pokemon, I did Pokemon Diamond instead of Pokemon Pearl. As you guys remembered, if you guys remember part 1, you'll remember me saying that out of the 3 legendaries you can get in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Palkia is my favorite one, which you can only mainly get in Pearl. But I played Diamond. The main reason why I did that is because I told you guys, we got to a point where the game was freezing up. You know the guy we faced inside the Jude Wife TV station? I got to a point where I got to the person we had to battle there. I think it's like a random person like every single day or something like that. But the time I went in there during one of my old parts of the game, I went into it and battled a little girl in a Pikachu costume, or a little Poke Kid. And then when I was trying to switch out or give my opponent, tell him I want to use a move, the game froze. It wouldn't let me do anything. And you know how so far in the project we have not had the game freeze at all. I talked about how it would freeze in the beginning, and it never has done it. Well, you know what happened? While I was doing the training session yesterday, the game froze. I got done battling a wild Pokemon, and it went onto a black screen, and it never went off of it. It literally sat there and done nothing. Even the music stopped. Like, there was no music or anything in the game. I had to literally turn off the system and redo the training I had already gotten done. Luckily, ever since that time, it's never done it again, but I've always been kind of apprehensive. So literally today, while I was doing the training, every time I get on Pokemon upper level, I would daggum just save the game. Oh, my Garchomp got to level 43? Great, time to save. Okay, my Garchomp's got to level 44? Great, time to save. You know, I had to keep doing that just to make sure that if the game did mess up again, I wouldn't lose all of the crap that I did. Because I honestly do not want to redo everything. It took me a whole day just to finish all the training. Just imagine what happened if I had to start again from a level 16 Gibble. I would have went cuckoo caca. And even with the experience share, it took a long time. Because like, the experience share was giving us over 700 HP for most Pokemon. Or at least for 2 Pokemon I was battling in a specific area. But, here's the thing. It would go about this much with 700. Which is pretty good. But just imagine that compared to like how big the bar actually is. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to estimate a guess on whether this is right or not. But for you guys that don't know, the experience bar is probably about that long. And just imagine, if I'm dadgum, let me see if I'm going to show you. Just imagine, for just getting 700 experience, about this much of the bar would be gone, or filled up. That's about how much would be filled up. And, here's the thing, some of the Pokemon would only give me 200 experience, which means only about that much is going away. And just imagine how long it would take me to completely fill that bar up. That's what I'm talking about, guys. It was very annoying to do that. I mean, in a way, it was worth it because, on one hand, I got a Garchomp, which is, yay, I got a Garchomp. But, the bad news is, we ended up having it ended up taking me a day or so. And by the way, if you were wondering how in the world I got these on the screen, along with my drawing feature on this board, or on this computer, there's actually an option where you can put like little stamps of stuff. There's a bunch of stamps you can put on there, and like, depending on what color you choose, it will end up being a different color. Like, for example, I've got it set to a question mark right now, and I've got it changed to the color green. Well, boom. I might actually use these every once in a while, but I'm only just using it to prove a point. The point being that, like I said, this is the check mark means yay, the X means no, and this is just to show you something. The check mark basically means that, like, yes, it was worth it. Let me tell you this, guys, it was really worth it to get Garchomp. But the amount of time it took to do it, that's what this X is for. It was great to get it, but it took forever to do it. I mean, I guess in a way that is kind of worth it, though, because, like, if you work hard for something, if in the end, when the good thing happens, it's a good result. Like, since I trained my Gibble all the way up to a Garchomp for over, like, 30 levels, it basically means that, like, I got rewarded with a Garchomp. I mean, it's the same way with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, guys. As you remember in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I talked about how, like, since the game was making me wait on Charmander, because you know how Charmander never wants to show up for me, I talked about how, like, even though the game makes me wait on Charmander, the reward will be worth it. Because if you sit there and wait and be patient instead of rushing the game to do it, eventually when the game rewards you with Charmander, it'll feel really good. Think of it the same way with the Pokemon League, especially in games you know you struggle with. Like, for example, with my Pokemon Pearl game right now, I consider the Elite Four and the Champion in that game probably going to be the hardest thing I have to deal with. I mean, in other games, it's pretty easy to get through Elite Four if you know what you're doing. Even if I get through Elite Four and Pokemon Pearl, Cynthia's going to cause me a massive outrage. So much of an outrage that I might have to get some good ice moves. I know in the game I can get Ice Beam, I just have to look for it. It's unequipped that you need to use Rock Climb for anyway, so once I get the move Rock Climb, I may just start going back and looking around for stuff. But like I said, I need as many teams as possible. I'm still trying to debate when I'm going to teach up on the teams I need, because the next gym coming up in the game is an Ice-type gym. As you guys know, 3 of my members are weak to Ice. That being Torterra, Staraptor, and Garchomp. And the only problem is, I've got the Flamethrower TM, but guess what? Garchomp is the only one that can learn it. So yeah, if I was to use Garchomp, we'd be screwed. That's what I'm really trying to debate on, guys. I need to do something. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I need to teach my Pokemon the moves, but I don't know when completely to do it. One good thing about my Pokemon being level 48, is the fact that, like, most of the Pokemon I have on my team learn moves by the late 50s, or around the 50s in general. There's only one Pokemon that's going to take a little bit less time than this. I don't remember which Pokemon it is, but I know that one of the Pokemon that's on my team, I believe it's Staraptor, but he learns his final move, or one of my Pokemon do, by level 49. Like I said, this is kind of a good thing because my Pokemon don't learn all their moves by the time they reach this stage, which is a good thing. It ain't literally the highest Pokemon. Well, that's actually kind of a lie, because Palkia learns a lot of moves, but it's every 10 levels. I forgot about Palkia, but yeah, you guys get it. Most of my Pokemon learn moves by the late 50s, which is nice. Palkia is the only one that will learn moves every 10 levels. And I figured out some good news with Palkia. He learns his signature move, or the Spatial Ren move, by level at least 40. So that means if the legendary is over 40, level 40, we should have us a Spatial Ren knowing Palkia. Which is nice, because that's the move I wanted him to know anyway. Just like with Dialga knowing Roar of Time. I am also going to let you know about, this is going to kind of go in contact with the rest of it. I am also going to let you know that, here's the announcement about PBR. The PBR announcement basically says, or what I'm going to tell you about that, is we will get back to Pokemon Battle Revolution. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm trying to get done with Pokemon Pearl first. Mainly because, like I said, it's mainly because of the fact that like I want to use different Pokemon in PBR. If I can finish Pokemon Pearl, there you go. Even though they're not new per se, Palkia is, but he's the only new one. I still get to use Pokemon that I like to use. I'm just trying to wait till we get done with Pokemon Pearl. That way we can have 2 files on each one. As you guys know, we have 2 files on for Alligator, and we have 2 of them with. Well, we will have 2 of them with Torterra Floatzel Garchomp and stuff like that. The main reason why I don't use the other for Alligator Pass anymore, the one where he knows Hydro Cannon, Crunch, Ice Fang, and all that, is because of the fact that I'm just kind of nerve-wracked. As you guys know, every time I do a PBR video with for Alligator, I try to prevent him from going down the entire episode, which is why usually after when we get to when we get to the post game, if we get to rank 5 in the Waterfall Coliseum, I quit going to it. That's because I don't like seeing failure in pain. And that's the same way with all the Pokemon I have on Sinnoh, especially Floatzel, Torterra, and Garchomp, and Palkia. I love all my Pokemon, but them 4 especially. And like I tell you, it gets really dangerous. Like the main reason, like I said, why I don't do Waterfall Coliseum, despite being my favorite costume in the entire game, is because of the fact I don't want to run into that issue again. As you guys know, once we get to rank 6 and 7 in the Waterfall Coliseum, we end up losing. Like a pretty good bit. And I don't think you lose friendship from losing in PBR, but still, like I try to make sure my Pokemon don't faint. It's kind of hard to do that later on in Sunset Coliseum, Corridor Coliseum, but generally, if you know what you're doing, you can get at least 30 wins for that Pokemon you want to get a win. Like, if I want to get 30 wins for Torterra, if you're careful, you can get at least that within the first few battles you got. You just have to be extremely careful. One thing I know about Torterra is he's got so many weaknesses to a bunch of things, mainly 4 types: Ice, Flying, Fire, and Bug. I like Torterra a lot, but like I said, the main problems I have with him are that he's a little bit slow. I can get around that because, like I said, I can give him a Quick Claw, but also he's got a lot of weaknesses. Like if you see an Ice type in front of you, you better well get out of there, because otherwise he's probably gonna go down. One reason why I'm saying I'm also wanting my opponent to have Ice Beam is that way if we do get to Cynthia, and we actually beat all our Pokemon but Garchomp, we can send that one Pokemon that has Ice Beam, bada bing, bada boom, hopefully we'll be able to beat it. And like I said, if we can beat Cynthia, I will try my best to do the post game. So I've never seen the post game for Pokemon Down and Pokemon Platinum because I've never beaten them. So it made me really excited to see the post game for that. But I don't know if it's going to work out or not. Might not. I don't know. So yeah. I think that's about all the announcements I had to make, guys. I just had to let you know real quickly about the 3 announcements. I will go ahead and let you know. I did talk about how this date was very important and the time up here is very important. The main reason is because of the fact that I will not be able to get a video up until later tonight. Of any game. I could do PBR, but I said I'm just going to wait till I finish Pokemon Pearl. If you're wondering why I can't get a video of the game up, it's because of the fact that, people are coming over here again. Do you guys know how in like part 2 or 3 of my Pokemon Pro Let's Play I talked about how people are going to come over here and mess up everything? The heating people? Well, I don't know if you can see it, but let me show you something. Look over here. No, our refrigerator for the last few days have actually been messing up pretty badly. You can't see on the display here, but normally what that shows, let me see if I can show you. Hold on. Oops. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it from falling. Look what it shows on there. Normally, it ain't supposed to show this. If you don't know what that is, it says SYEF. Let me fix this. If you guys don't understand what's going on, our refrigerator for like the last day has been showing this message. And that's because the refrigerator has been messing up. My meal only had this refrigerator for about a year. And it's already messing up. I really like this fridge, but it's already messing me up with my drinks. You see this? Normally I drink things into 2 liters. Normally there's like 2-liter drinks in here that I can drink. So, and this refrigerator being broke, like we've got drinks in there and they're staying kind of cold. But it ain't doing the temperature we're supposed to. Now it's got a thermometer in there that says it's about 50 degrees in there. It's kind of cold, but still not getting as cold as it's supposed to be. Normally, well, this SY is supposed to be on the left here. It's supposed to say 0 degrees, meaning for the freezer we got down here. Well, you can't see it, but this thing right here. See? And normally, for the right side, it's supposed to show like 37 degrees, which is how much the refrigerator is supposed to be at. But, again, it ain't staying like that. So, the main reason why I showed you this, guys, is because of the fact that, like I said, the reason why I'm not going to be able to get a video of Palm Pro up until later tonight is because of the fact that people are coming over here. I don't know what time, but it's around the times that we normally play the game. You see the time up here? And normally, I'd play the game from around 7 to 2. Because I don't know, the people that are coming to fix this refrigerator are going to be here from 9 to 12, which means if they came over here, I wouldn't be able to play the game, and until they leave, I couldn't play the game anyway. They could show up at 12 and then leave at 1:30, which I wouldn't have time to play the game then because that'll give me an hour. Totally not even an hour because my mom's alarm goes off around 2:15 or so. So yeah. So the main thing with this announcement, guys, is the fact that because of the refrigerator being kind of broke, I won't be able to make any videos. I will, but it won't be until later tonight. So guys, if you're wondering about what we're going to do with Pokemon Pearl and PBR, we'll continue Pokemon Pearl tonight because I've got all my Pokemon trained up. I've even got a Garchomp on my team now. My main concern is just figuring out what I'm going to do about the Ice-type gym. Because we got an Ice-type gym, and then we got an Electric-type gym. So yeah. If I can figure out what to do about the Ice-type gym, we should be good. If we can get past the Ice-type gym up into the Elite Four, we should be fine. So yeah. I also found out that Cynthia's highest level Pokemon is level 66. And by the way, it's at Garchomp. So I may have to do a little bit more training, but it's not going to be right now. I want to see what level we can get to by the time we get to the 8th gym or through the 8th gym. If we can get a good level, I'll try to pull at least a little bit above level 66, and we should be ready to face Cynthia. Hopefully we'll be able to beat her, and we can do the post game. But if not, we got a bunch of TMs, a bunch of good TMs that we can use. And for the ones we don't have, or ones we ain't going to use, we can just sell them for money. And we can go out to the department store and buy some other ones that might be useful. So yeah. Anyway guys, that's the only few announcements I have to let you guys know about. So, I'm going to kind of sum it up a little bit before I stop. Pokemon Pearl, I've already got all the training done. Everybody's at level 48 where their final evolution is. Everybody's at their final evolution. We should be good to go. But you won't see another video until tonight because, like I said, people are only coming over here to fix this fridge. PBR will continue, but it won't be until I finish Pokemon Pearl. When I finish Pokemon Pearl and have all the Pokemon I want on my team, and get some good moves on them all, we'll do PBR again. I am going to know one thing with PBR is also the fact that I'll try to skip every call sim that it allows me to skip. I will go ahead and try skipping the Gateway Coliseum. And I'm also going to let you know that I have made up my mind what I'm thinking about doing with PBR. If I do decide to restart the game, what I will do is I will just go ahead and do every Coliseum on video up until sunset. Once I get the Sunset Coliseum, I'll stop the video that way you guys don't get bored, and I'll finish the Coliseum off camera. And to make sure I don't get annoyed with that, I'm even going to turn the volume all the way down. That way I don't have to hear the music. I'm not hearing the announcer, but if I could just turn the music off, that'd be fine with me. Like, no, like if I just turn the music off, but not the announcer. What I'll do is I'll beat the Sunset Coliseum off camera, and then once I do, I'll come back on camera and finish the rest of the game. And then we'll do the post game from there. And I think I got some news for you guys. I think that'll be the last time we'll ever restart PBR because there's no other games I can do. I could do Heart Gold, but the overtraining was ridiculous. Heck no. The overtraining I had to do for you guys to get for all your everybody leveled up. Oh my god, I think it took me like longer than it did with the Garchomp. It took me at least a whole week. And probably more than that. I do not want to go through that bull crap again. Alright? So yeah, that will be the last time I'll be restarting probably PBR. And for every video we do with the game from then on forward, we'll just do we'll do any Coliseum that I know my opponent won't feign in as easily. Such as on the Feralier Pass, we'll continue focusing on the Quarter Coliseum. And then on the new Garchomp, on the new pass we got after we beat Pokemon Pearl, I'll focus on doing the Sunset for a little, Waterfall for a little while. Then whenever it starts getting a little bit too difficult, we'll go to Quarter Coliseum, and then we'll just keep doing Quarter Coliseum until I get bored with the series and we stop it. Or until Pokemon Sword and Shield come out and I play it. I will let you know that when Sword and Shield come out, I will continue playing the game, playing PBR. But it probably won't be as frequently because I'm going to have too much fun with Sword and Shield. So when Sword and Shield come out, don't be expecting too many more videos on PBR. I'll continue the series. I don't think it's coming to an end. I will continue the series, but you won't see them as often. Kind of like how now you haven't seen no videos in like several days to like a whole week or two now. There's because I'm trying to finish Pokemon Pro before I could go back to it. So yeah, guys, that's all the announcement I had to make. It took about 27 minutes. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see everyone for tonight whenever I do my next part to Pokemon Pearl. Yes, Pokemon Pearl. I'll see everyone tonight for that. Have a wonderful day. Have the best day you guys can. And I'll see everyone for the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a super wonderful day.